Say, are you tired of burying those politically incorrect aggressive social tendencies? Well, then you might be a perfect candidate for Genesia, which rewards mean, nasty behavior and sends polite wimps packing in rapid fashion. This PC release has a very European flavor, as it was designed by Microids of France and distributed by UK's Mindscape. Okay, here's the deal. As is so often the case in real life, Genesia begins with a tale of misguided love. The prince of the land, no doubt blinded by lust and letting Mr. Winky do the thinking for him, ripped off 7 sacred jewels from the tomb of a local god to give to a treacherous girlfriend. Well, this pissed off the gods, who let loose their wrath and completely trashed Genesia. That's where you and your 2 opponents, all descendants of this lovelorn horny prince, come in. If somebody can fork up the missing jewels, the gods will chill and Genesia will become a safe place to hang out again. We're gonna hear the word tubular in here somewhere, I can just feel it. You can end this game one of 2 ways. If you're into skullduggery, you can try to close out your opponents by building an espionage network capable of recovering the 7 sacred jewels that are scattered throughout the land. If you favor the more direct, manly approach, you can try to wipe out your adversaries by capturing their turf, wiping them out in a war, or, if you're a yuppie puppy, ruin them financially. For inspiration, just think back to the 80s. Either method requires a lot of work because you're starting from ground zero. You're given a plot of land, 4 settlers, and 4 huts. Your job is to manage your people in a fashion that will allow you to quickly develop your economy. Each turn represents a season, and you'll soon discover that the productivity of your citizens varies greatly as the year progresses. At the beginning, your settlers are a friendly, versatile lot who will gladly do anything you ask them to. That flexibility is important, since you'll be asking them to do everything from farming to fighting. As life wears on, your people age, get sick, stoned, or simply get tired of pushing a plow over the same old plot of land. Their morale drops, making your job more and more difficult. Keeping the peace in your neck of the woods will help build the local population. Happy settlers spend their time creating kids who grow up and enter your service. Also, wandering nomads will settle on your land if life is good. However, the nomads will give you wide berth if they notice that the locals are screaming for your neck. Once you've started building your economy, you have to start inventing things to do things to other people with. Your inventors don't know any shortcuts and need to take a number of intermediate steps before they can come up with anything useful like bullets, sword, or a cannon that can blast the bejesus out of anything in the immediate area. When the time comes to take on your opponents, you can turn your settlers into soldiers. Since happy soldiers do a better job of killing, your army's effectiveness can be determined by your troops. Also, if your inventors and blacksmiths have done a good job of designing your weapons, you'll be in a better position to defeat your adversaries. Genesia is an interesting mix of a couple different styles of gameplay. At the beginning, you're more of an administrator than a warrior, since you won't get anywhere until you build a sturdy economy and supply your troops. If you do that well, you can throw away your briefcase and start waving your saber around as you lead your army against those ungrateful relatives who are trying to beat you to the family jewels. Currently, Genesia is unavailable in the US, but plans are for the game to be released here on CD-ROM this summer under the title Ultimate Domain. Look for a full review of the US release in an upcoming episode of IE.